Have you ever wondered about the complexities of the human mind and the paradoxes of morality? Let's delve into the enigmatic world of the Mahabharata, a grand Indian epic that transcends time and space. It's not just a literary masterpiece, but a profound exploration of human nature, ethics, and the eternal struggle between good and evil. Originating in the Indian subcontinent over 2,000 years ago, the Mahabharata is more than just a historical account. It's a cultural phenomenon, a treasure trove of wisdom, and a reflection of the universal human condition. Its teachings have permeated Indian society, influencing its philosophy, ethics, law, and way of life. At the heart of this mammoth epic lie two families, the Pandavas and the Kauravas, cousins by blood, but divided by ambition and greed. The Pandavas, 5 noble and virtuous brothers, stand in stark contrast to their 100 Kaurava cousins, led by the blind king Dhritarashtra and his ambitious son, Duryodhana. Their riveting saga of conflict, betrayal, and valor unfolds over 18 books, teeming with a myriad of characters, each with their own unique tales and moral dilemmas. It's a rich tapestry of human emotions, from love to hatred, generosity to greed, courage to cowardice, and wisdom to ignorance. The Mahabharata is more than a mere tale of familial feud. It raises profound questions about duty, righteousness, and the complexities of moral choices. It delves into the paradoxes of morality, challenging us to examine our own definitions of right and wrong. The epic also paints an intricate picture of ancient Indian society, its politics, its social structure, and its spiritual beliefs. It encapsulates the essence of Dharma, the moral and ethical duties that guide human conduct, and karma, the law of cause and effect, which are fundamental tenets of Indian philosophy. The epic of Mahabharata is not just a tale of two families, but a reflection of the human condition, the struggle between right and wrong. As we journey through the subsequent scenes, we'll unravel the subtleties of this monumental epic and perhaps gain a deeper understanding of ourselves. In the midst of war and chaos, how does one define righteousness? This question rings through the ages, echoing in the heart of the Indian epic, the Mahabharata. Today, let's unravel the paradox of Dharma. Dharma, a Sanskrit term, is often translated as duty or righteousness. However, in the Mahabharata, it's a concept far more profound and complex. It's a moral compass guiding characters through life's turbulent seas, but it's also a paradox, a riddle wrapped in an enigma. Take Arjuna, the Pandava prince, and the peerless archer. On the eve of the great War of Kurukshetra, he is torn between his duty as a warrior and his love for his kin. The enemy he faces is not a horde of heartless monsters, but his own flesh and blood. Here lies the paradox. Should he uphold his duty as a warrior and slay his kinsman, or should he forsake the battle to preserve his family? His dharma, it seems, is at odds with itself. Now let's consider Bhishma, the grandsire of the Kuru dynasty. He took a vow of celibacy to ensure his father's happiness, a vow that led to a lineage fraught with conflict. Was it dharma to uphold his promise, even when it resulted in a succession crisis that ultimately sparked the War of Kurukshetra? Or should he have prioritized the well-being of his kingdom over his personal vow? Again, a paradox of dharma. These paradoxes echo the struggles we face in our daily lives, where right and wrong are often not clear-cut, but a complex interplay of shades of gray. The Mahabharata doesn't provide easy answers, but it does offer a mirror, reflecting our own dilemmas, our own search for dharma. In conclusion, dharma, as portrayed in the Mahabharata, is not a simple concept. It's a multifaceted jewel, its many faces reflecting the myriad decisions, dilemmas, and paradoxes that life throws at us. It's a guide, but not a map, a compass, but not a destination. The Mahabharata teaches us that dharma is not black and white, but often a complex shade of gray. What if a single game could alter the course of history? Imagine a room filled with royalty, the air thick with tension, as the fate of kingdoms hangs on the roll of dice. This was the infamous game of dice in the epic Mahabharata. At the heart of this high-stakes gamble was Shakuni, the cunning uncle of the Kauravas. With his trickery, he manipulated the game, ensuring the downfall of the virtuous Pandavas. Then there was Yudhishthira, the eldest Pandava. Despite possessing a deep understanding of dharma, he was ensnared in the game, staking and losing everything: his wealth, his kingdom, his brothers, and even his wife Draupadi. Draupadi, the queen, was dragged into the court, her honor in jeopardy. But her unyielding spirit and poignant questions about dharma left everyone speechless, exposing the moral bankruptcy of the Kauravas. The game of dice was a turning point in the epic, setting the stage for the Great War. In the face of immense turmoil, where does one find wisdom? In the heart of the Indian epic Mahabharata, we discover a powerful answer to that question in the form of the Bhagavad Gita. Imagine a battlefield, the air heavy with anticipation and fear. Arjuna, a mighty warrior prince, stands there, his heart filled with doubt and turmoil. He is to fight against his own kin, his mentors and his loved ones. The thought of it shakes him to his core. In this moment of deep despair, his charioteer, who is none other than Lord Krishna, becomes his guide and philosopher. This is the setting for the Bhagavad Gita, a 700-verse dialogue between Arjuna and Krishna. It is here on the precipice of a great war that the Bhagavad Gita, often referred to as the Manual for Life, unfolds. The Gita delves into the essence of life, duty, and the paths to spiritual enlightenment. It explores the concepts of dharma, or righteous duty, and yoga, the path of self-realization. Krishna advises Arjuna on the nature of the self, the transient nature of life, and the eternal soul. Krishna counsels, "You have the right to work, but never to the fruit of work." The essence of this statement lies in the philosophy of detached action, where one performs their duty without attachment to the results. It guides us to focus on our actions rather than the outcomes, a philosophy that resonates in today's fast-paced, result-oriented world. The Bhagavad Gita isn't just a historical or religious text, it's a timeless guide that speaks to each one of us, addressing our inner conflicts, doubts, and quests for meaning. It is a mirror reflecting our deepest questions about life, duty, and the path to ultimate truth. The Gita is a beacon in the storm, a compass in the wilderness. It provides guidance when we're lost, comfort when we're in despair, and wisdom when we're in doubt. It is a conversation that has echoed through millennia, resonating with seekers of truth across time and space. The Bhagavad Gita, a part of the Mahabharata, continues to guide millions with its profound wisdom. What happens when brothers turn against each other on the battlefield? The War of Kurukshetra, an 18-day spectacle of warfare and drama, epitomizes this question. This was not just a war, it was a cataclysmic event that forever altered the course of a civilization. The Pandavas and the Kauravas, two factions of the same royal lineage, clashed in a war that was as much about moral and ethical dilemmas as it was about territorial rights and power. Each day of the war was marked by epic battles and heroic feats, with warriors such as Arjuna, Bhishma, Drona, and Karna displaying unparalleled valor and skill. On the first day, Bhishma, the grand patriarch of the Kuru clan, took command of the Kaurava forces and wreaked havoc on the Pandava army. Yet the tide turned on the 10th day, when Arjuna, guided by Krishna, felled Bhishma with a barrage of arrows. The war reached a climax on the 17th day, with the tragic death of Karna, a warrior of supreme prowess, and the secret half-brother of the Pandavas. Betrayed by his own chariot wheel, Karna fell to Arjuna's arrows, leaving the Kaurava forces bereft of their strongest warrior. However, the war was not just about physical battles, it was riddled with moral and ethical dilemmas. There were times when righteousness seemed to blur, and the lines between good and evil were not so clear. The consequences of the war were profound. It brought about the end of an era, marking the transition from the Dwapara Yuga to the Kali Yuga. It led to the death of nearly all the great warriors of the time, leaving behind a trail of devastation and sorrow. Yet it was also the crucible where the concept of dharma, or righteous duty, was tested and redefined. The war demonstrated that moral dilemmas are complex and that righteousness is not always black and white. The War of Kurukshetra, while devastating, was a necessary culmination of the tensions and conflicts in the Mahabharata. What lessons can we draw from a tale written thousands of years ago, you might ask? The Mahabharata, this ancient Indian epic, isn't just a relic of bygone eras. It's a vibrant, living testament to the enduring power of human virtues and vices. It's a mirror reflecting our own world where duty, morality, and forgiveness are still the cornerstones of a harmonious society. Duty, as portrayed in this epic, isn't about blind obedience, it's about fulfilling responsibilities with integrity, even when the path is fraught with difficulties. Morality, too, isn't a black and white concept. It's a complex, multi-layered spectrum that requires us to constantly question and redefine our understanding of right and wrong. And forgiveness, the most challenging virtue, is about letting go of resentment and opening our hearts to reconciliation. As we navigate through our modern lives, the Mahabharata serves as a beacon, guiding us through the tumultuous seas of moral dilemmas. The Mahabharata, with its timeless wisdom and captivating narrative, continues to intrigue and inspire us, reminding us of the eternal struggle between good and evil. Enjoyed our journey through the Mahabharata? If you're as captivated by this timeless epic as we are, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more such enlightening content. Have you found our dive into the paradoxes and principles of the Mahabharata informative and engaging? If so, please hit the like button. It's a small gesture that means a lot to us, and don't just watch passively. We want to hear your thoughts and interpretations too, so please share them in the comments section below. The Mahabharata, after all, is a treasure chest of wisdom, and each of us can unearth unique gems from its depths. So join us as we continue to explore the fascinating world of Indian epics and unravel the layers of their profound wisdom.